Would you be as brave as YouTubers Corinne and Chelsea, who took it upon themselves to camp overnight in England's most haunted forest?
Where? Get it off me. Is it ever 1 in the morning? Because it's hovering in my arse. We heard a voice.
They had their concerns during the daytime, but it was at night where things started to get creepier.
Yeah, if you want to go sleep, that's fine. I probably won't sleep. Did you hear that scream? No, whistle. Well, that's not scary. There definitely are people here. There are. I can hear whistling. Yeah, because they know my car's there. There's 2 cars out there, isn't there? We didn't go too far in, which is probably a bit risky because we're not far from the path. That's why I wanted the phone. Yeah, but we're further away enough from the path. Yeah, we're not right next to the path, but if our lights are on, I genuinely believe that people wander around. Yeah, to freak people out, probably. But the thing is, they'll get hit with a hammer. That's the risk they're taking. Yeah. Because, you know, if I think someone's gonna try and hurt us, I'm gonna defend us. Hammer them. Yeah, like I'd have to, wouldn't I? If someone's getting in the tent, I don't care if they're having a joke. It's not a joke. Okay. I'm gonna take the phone off, charge it for a bit, and I'll turn it back on in a bit. Hi guys, so we're just going to fill you in on what happened. So we basically didn't film much more after that because we were like not far off of the trail, so we just kept hearing people coming through, and if they'd seen our lights, yeah, they were like screaming and laughing, and like we didn't want to let them know that we were there so that they could like just mess with us. And the reason we didn't go too much further in is we had so much to carry. It took us about 3 trips from the car. So we wouldn't have been able to do it. And we had to climb over bloody fences and everything to get where we were. Anyway, so not that much happened. There was a few creepy things that I wished we'd got on camera. I heard, so as I was drifting off to sleep, I've just suddenly been woken up by this horrible feeling of dread and this flashing image of someone like that against the tent. Now obviously that doesn't mean anything, but it was creepy and it freaked me out, really freaked me out, and it made me feel really uneasy for a while. Anyway, I ended up falling back asleep again, and then I don't know what time it was, but about 3ish. Was it about 10:03? I woke up. Was that when it rustling? Yeah, because you said there was rustling around the tent, like quite a lot. Obviously, it could be an animal or something. Yeah, obviously. But it was like someone was touching the tent. There was nothing. Mate, it was like someone was in the tent, like in the conservatory bit. Oh god! So it was like that's rustling scary. And rustling, and I thought I woke Corinne up, and I was like, Corinne, is that you? Can you hear that? And she just goes, because I was half asleep. She's half asleep, she just goes, no, it's not me. I'm dead still, and then just went back to sleep. And then it continued for a little while. But the thing is, with that rustling noise, there was no noise before or after it. It just kind of appeared at the end of the tent, and it was just like, oh my god. And yeah, and there was nothing. The wind wasn't really bad. It did then start to rain. It was raining. That had an effect on you know, maybe hearing stuff. Other stuff.
The girls claimed that they heard something whistling around the side of their tent, but they chose to ignore it and wait out until the morning. In the morning, they were safe and had successfully made it through the night. However, once they were comfortably in their car, they told stories of how they had heard people passing through the woods at night, laughing and running because their tent was so close to the side of the road. Chelsea acknowledged that during the night she was woken by a rustling coming from the foot of the tent, which initially she thought was Corinne, until Corinne explained that it was in fact not her. The rustling continued like there was someone in their tent, until it didn't and stopped. Safety Third is a channel ran by a man who likes to spend his time exploring caves, though little did he know that this exploration would be one that would haunt his memory for ages to come. It started when he entered the Daniel Boone National Forest.
I think it's all collapsed up here. That's why they didn't bar it. That whole front, man, it came down hard.
don't think there's any way in that way. There's more stonework. Another bridge. This one cut diagonal, it looks like. That is very old. Pretty cool. We'll go that way and follow it. It really irritates me. It really does. As hard as it is to find, you know, like a really good one, and then they bar, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's why there's bars. This is the freaking Chateau Trace. Where did we come across this shell? I guess that makes sense, right? Like, that's why the sign was on the other side of the creek. I guess the Chateau Trace went all the way down to that car bridge and then turned back into the forest here. If it wasn't for this trail, there wouldn't be gates. That's why there's gates and signs and, you know, safety things. I'm gonna follow it as far as we were going anyway, because, you know, I want to make sure. Good news. Chateau Trace is going that way. Cougar Arch Spur Trail 633 Alpha. Going that way, which isn't nearly as official as Chateau Trace. So that might be good news. As long as we can get away from that trail. Because we do not want to be on Chateau Trace Trail. That's way too official. Cougar Arch Trail 633, Cougar Arch 1 1/4. Maybe we can see Cougar Arch. We got some more markers up here, but maybe we'll just keep going. See whatever this arch is, because I'm pretty sure the markers up here probably going to be gated or not accessible. We're going to check anyway. I did not know these trails were here. Oh look, there's another one with a gate. We'll shine a light in anyway. See what we're missing. It looks like we're missing a good one. Good grief, y'all. Yeah, we're missing a real good one. Look at that. I don't think these are like very old at all. That's a pretty high coal seam too. And it's dry. What the freak? That was weird. We got bars on mines, we got people screaming, hooting and hollering. Just my luck, whatever. Keep going. We got a few more markers. They're pretty close up here. Dude, you know how stoked I would be if I found something like this accessible? Yeah, maybe. Might go up and around. Look at this. So that was a big deal. You can get around that collapse, it looks like, to the right there. These aren't even that old, man. I mean, it could be totally collapsed right there, but that is a legit coal mine. Not even that old. Not as old as most that we've seen here, you know. But if I were to find something like this without that gate, you better believe I'm putting on the water covering, or the boot coverings, and I'm going in there. That would be amazing. Find a concrete entrance in the middle of nowhere, you know I love those. So another entrance, that's gone. Okay, now I'm just hiking the trail because I don't have anything else better to do. May as well see Cougar Arch. I haven't seen more signs for it, but this should empty out onto the road eventually. Looks like it's going the right way to do just that, so I'll probably just make it a loop trail, take the road back to the car. I just climbed up a monster hill. It's good times. Apparently we are back on Chateau Trace. Sheltoy goes that way. Arch this way. Cougar Arch, 1/4 mile. Quarter mile's not far. Let's go check it out. So I guess this is going to be Cougar Arch right here. Looks pretty archy.
Safety was having an enjoyable trip out on his own, exploring the national park when he decided to explore this vent that he could see. There was no way for him to access it, and so he stuck his camera in to try and get a better view of everything. It was as he was doing that, he heard the sound of a man screaming coming from off in the distance behind him. Safety was confused and unsure of what he had just heard. He shouted, "Hello?" twice in the hopes of receiving some sort of response, but he received nothing. Dazed, confused, and slightly scared, Safety decided to continue with his exploration as he pondered on what the mysterious sounds could have been. After looking around at a few more spots, he decided that the best thing to do would be to get back on the track and just explore the rest of the park normally, just as a safety precaution. 401 Files was out exploring and camping in a woodland area when strange behaviors started to occur. This was not a camp of his that was soon to be forgotten. It was during a conversation with the camera that things first started.
I have had the worst 3 hours. On the last scene that I was filming for you guys, I was sat on a log drinking a coffee, talking about how I was going to find somewhere to throw down the bivvy tent or the bivvy bag. I put my phone in my pocket, I got up off the log and I walked about 1.5 miles approximately to a location that I found. I went to pull my phone out of my pocket to tell you guys that I'd found somewhere for the night. No phone. No phone. My heart sank, obviously, and I panicked. Big. Like I really did panic bad. I raced back with my kit on my back to the log where I'd been sat previously, hoping that the phone would just be laid down the side of the log somewhere, falling out of my pocket as I've stood up. The phone wasn't near the log. I spent most of my time, a good 14 minutes, trying to convince myself that it's got to be near that log, it's got to be near the log. And it wasn't. It was a little bit away from the log and I found it in the end, retracing my footsteps, but I wasted so much time. And then when I got my phone, it was completely dead, which makes no sense to me because I had over 50% battery left at that point. Now I have been using the drone quite heavily today, which uses quite a bit of battery life, and the cold as well, I suppose, would have done my battery any justice, but it just, in my mind, doesn't make sense that the battery was completely dead. The only hope that I had was that on this light there is a solar panel charger for an iPhone or any phone that will connect. And so I've managed to scrape a little bit of battery life out of that solar power, solar battery panel, whatever you call it, up to about 13% battery. The noises now in this woods where I am, guys, are absolutely all around me. And I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't terrified right now. I could hike back to the car, I guess that is an option, but it would mean crossing that river again in the night, walking through the woods in the night. It seems more scary in my mind right now to move around than it does just to throw the bivvy bag down where I'm standing. So I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw the bivvy bag down and try and just weather this one out until the morning. I don't think I'm going to get any sleep at all. This couldn't have fucking worked out any worse. Any worse. I suppose the positives to take from this is that this thing has the little solar powered charger and the fact that I found my phone, but I'm in panic mode now and I just know that I'm talking a lot of crap to the camera. I know that I'm probably mincing my words. My fingers are freezing, my phone in my hand is not steady, but you're gonna have to forgive me, guys. I just want to get this bivvy up. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get this bivvy up. another clip. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ouch. Where the hell? Freezing. That's a bird. My fingers are so cold, I'm not sure what temperature it is. I don't want to start messing around with apps like the weather app when I haven't got that much battery in my phone, so I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to guess it's below 0. I need to get this bivvy out. Let's stay. I can hardly even undo the clips. My hands are that cold. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do you know the worst thing about this setup, right, is that it's brilliant if you get started before nightfall. But because the poles are colour coordinated in the dark, trying to find which loops they go, which pieces of material they go through, it's an absolute nightmare. Add to that my hands are cold, add to that I'm absolutely terrified. There are so many noises, guys, that I don't even want to try and put names to them all, because right now when my mind's not thinking straight, that's only going to start making me think of creepy stuff, and that is the last place I want to be right now in my mind. I want to try and stay positive and try and be logical, or as best I can. The sounds of these creaking trees aren't helping. What time is it? I think it's about 10 o'clock. 10 or 11 o'clock, something like that. Right, I'm in the bivvy, finally. That was an absolute nightmare, trying to set that up. It's something that I just don't use that often, like I'm always in the tent, but it does have its uses. You know there's going to be people watching this saying, stop being a pussy, but I dare anybody to come out and do this on their own and not feel scared. Bivvy bags like are so claustrophobic as it is, so that's already got my anxiety going. The fact that I was rushed to get this bivvy bag up and thought I'd lost my phone in the process. Is not a good combination. What is that tapping? I'm not going to get no sleep tonight, I know that much. Thought I could hear something. What is that? end on the side, I think.
Files had experienced losing his phone under an extremely strange set of circumstances, where he found it completely dead in a strange place. He believed it to have been near this log he was sat on, but it was further away from him than that. The night was cold and silent, tough conditions for him to survive in, but eventually he managed to settle down. As he was settling down for sleep, from the outside and surrounding of his tent, he heard the sound of some rustling. He knew that it was going to be a long night. He made it out the next morning and returned home, never to forget what he had just experienced. Austin Armstrong was out camping alone one night, alone in the middle of nowhere, when suddenly things started to go very wrong for him.
Find some more wood.
Okay, you can't really see anything out here, so yeah, I have this flashlight. It's got a good beam on it. So I found a stack of firewood out this way. Okay, you can kind of see that light right there. So that's an outhouse. So if I follow this light, where my light's going here, there's a former campfire that was over here, and somebody left a decent stack of firewood. So it was mostly wet. What? I don't know if you guys just heard that, but like something literally just went boom over there. Holy crap. I gotta go check it out. I don't see anything. Hello? I'm trying to find a rational explanation too. Like, maybe it was the wood. But it doesn't look any different than when I left. And I don't think that this would make that kind of sound. What was that? I hope that showed up like on the camera. Let's see that. Okay, this is better. Come on, surely there's not something out here right now. I will be upset. Hello? Oh my god. I would be so upset if there's something out here right now. But that was a very large boom and snap. It sounded like there was something like climbing through something. So it could have been an animal. But I'm praying to God that it was something collapsing in the fire. But it was very, very loud. Well, I guess you guys, maybe you guys can see this. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back on my way now. Oh, I hope to God something's not out here right now. Alright, so here's an update. Well, the fire's doing really well, or was, up until this point. And then the rain started again. So, it's great. This is why I came out here, I guess, is, challenge the camping and just be away and just, I don't know. It's not be a good idea. Still don't know what the big boom thing was. I've been keeping the music on my phone going, keeps my mind off of it. I don't know. That probably was just a fire, I hope. That's how I keep telling myself. My phone's dying, so that sucks. Without the phone, there's no music, which means I have to listen to everything around me. So I'm sure I'll figure out something. I'll probably just turn the van on and charge it there for a little bit. Get a good charge going. The hot dogs were good. Give it that. That was pretty good. Finish off a whole pack of hot dogs. So, I mean, it's alright. Alright, so, update. I found out what that crash was earlier. What it was, so I put the sign had fallen down in the middle of the road that said, like, safe area, no dogs, no weapons. And so I set it up against one of the tables, like one of the camping tables. So I set it up against that because it was in the middle of the road. And I look over whenever I like went out to go to the bathroom or something, and it was laying on the ground. So I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. It was just a sign the entire time.
Austin was looking around for firewood when suddenly he heard a large bang coming from off in the distance. He quickly became frightened as to what it possibly was that he had heard. An animal? Maybe a person? He wasn't sure, but he knew that he had to be careful staying there overnight. He decided that the best thing to do was to get in his van and camp out there for the time being. He spent his time in the van listening to music and having something to eat while the sun went down. It was as he decided to use the public toilets, however, that he discovered that the bang sound was in fact a sign that he had previously seen fallen down and decided to put it back up again. Austin's nerves calmed down, where he then enjoyed the rest of his camping trip.
Holy God! Like, for real? Josh! You gotta be kidding me, right? What the was that?
Oh my gosh, Sonny!
Wandering Gypsy lives a fairly normal life, living in her Jeep with her dog, but it was this strange encounter which may have given her second thoughts. After a good first day out and a good evening, it was in the morning that Gypsy noticed something strange.
Well, and that's another thing I've been dealing with. We all know I've been dealing with a stalker situation lately. I know what he drives. I know what he looks like. I kind of know where he is at all times because, well, he posts his videos of where he's at. But maybe that has had me a little bit sketched out lately. But for me to be sitting here at my Jeep in this secluded spot right now, which I'm about to leave, and then that red truck just pulls up at the end of this dirt road where I'm at, and then just sits there. And I was out walking around the campsite filming. When I saw the truck, I thought he was going to turn around or something, but no, he just sits there. So I took my phone and I put it up on my dashboard and I just started recording, just in case. So then I also come and stand by my Jeep, because we all know I have protection, so. And the truck just continues to sit there. And then when he pulls off, you guys can probably see it in the video, his window is rolled down and he's staring right at me when he pulls off.
Gypsy had noticed that there was a truck off in the distance just watching her. As the car drove away, Gypsy realized that the man was wearing a mask to conceal his identity. Gypsy was about to leave the site but was unsure of what to do, as she wasn't sure if it was someone who had been consistently stalking her. Exploring with Josh is a famous American ghost hunter who travels America, trying to find the most haunted places in the country. But this trip to Pendle Hill in England may put him off ghost hunting in England forever. After learning about the local culture from a local guide, Josh realized that there was a grave site in the area with some of the suspected ghosts, so of course Josh had to investigate, but the people didn't seem to be kind.
Sorry, it's not a graveyard.
No.
What is it?
It's a churchyard.
Oh yeah, but it's a graveyard.
No, it's not. It's a churchyard.
Okay.
Do you know what a churchyard is?
Where they keep the dead?
No. It belongs to the Church of England. It's hallowed ground.
Right, okay.
It's not a place for people like you to mess about. It's a place where people who believe in a certain religion bury their dead so they can rest in peace.
Right, okay.
It's not public, it's private.
Right,
It belongs to the Church of England, and it is not a place for you to play games.
Oh, this is not games. We're actually doing a documentary on Alice Nutter.
Alice Nutter wasn't a bloody witch.
No, we're not telling the story.
So
of a
why
witch.
do you need to do this?
Because this is what we do.
Why?
This is just what we do as a living.
But you are going into a religious place where people...
Showing the utmost respect.
No, you're not
Yes,
showing
we are.
respect, because leave it alone.
We show
It's a churchyard.
We show the utmost
It's not a
respect,
cemetery.
and we document it all.
It's not a graveyard. It's a churchyard. People are buried there. The people who live round here care about the people who are buried there.
Right, okay.
They want them to rest in peace. What they don't want is people coming and using our village and our private churchyard for thrills and spills. What you do is wrong. You might not see it as wrong, but it bloody well is. Go away.
Well, we've got permission to be here.
If you want who off the church, off the vicar, I doubt it. Because the church doesn't want you there, and neither does the village.
It is public property.
It isn't public property, it's church property.
It's common ground.
It isn't common ground. That churchyard belongs to the Church of England. It's hallowed ground. It's for people who have a Christian religion to
Like
bury...
myself.
You are not Christians, because if you were, you wouldn't do this.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I mean,
No,
you
you're
could
not.
get the police involved if you like. You could ring the police and they'll tell you that we're allowed in there.
You are not allowed in. The vicar doesn't want you there, so how are you allowed in?
Well, the police will tell you if we're not or not.
We don't want you there.
Well,
The
that's
village...
you don't want
No,
village.
I don't go to church. I am not saying I'm a Christian.
And why are you so angry then?
Because
It's a Friday night.
Because I respect other people's religion. Because I respect the fact that this is private, hallowed ground, and you should not be going in there. People are buried there to rest in peace. I respect that. You don't.
Oh, we do.
No, you don't.
You don't know us.
I know that you're going in.
You don't know us at all. So how can you make that judgment?
Because what you're doing is wrong, and
No,
why
it's
can't
not.
you? Yes, it is.
You're pretty much saying we can't walk into a graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm
That's what you're
saying,
saying.
I am saying that you should let the Christian religion allow the people who they
Oh, yeah,
paid
we-
a
we-
lot of
we're
money
only
there
going
to
to one-
rest in peace.
We're only going to one location in the
We're only
graveyard.
going to
which
one
is-
person.
But Alice Nutter isn't there.
But that's what we're telling the story about, how there was a conspiracy that a body was taken from Lancaster and put there.
But why do you have to keep saying it? We all know it.
Well, no, not
Not a
Yes,
lot of
we
people
do.
do.
Millions of
That's
people
the whole,
Yes,
that's
they
the whole
do.
point
But
of,
it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yes, it does.
yeah, so then what's
No,
the point?
it-
What's the
I
point
mean,
of
do you
arguing?
want, do you want people keep coming up here and thinking they're there?
That's what
Because
we're
that's
telling the
what's
true
happening.
story.
Come on, do
We're
you know
telling the true
something?
story.
Whether she's there or not is irrelevant, because
Because we're telling the story about her and how she was wrongfully convicted of witchcraft.
I have written a novel about this area.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm worried that I'm going to attract people like you.
We're not doing anything wrong, though. We're
Yeah,
not here to
you
cause
came in
anybody's
judging
harm.
hard.
We're
I'll tell you
here-
why I'm judging hard, because we are inundated with this. You don't understand what it's like to live here. We are inundated with people like you walking around the
You don't know
village
people
at
like
night.
us. You're
all
judging.
all sorts of people. You come in
Right.
here.
You're making an
no,
assumption.
look at it from my point of view,
No, I
right?
get it.
I live here. We are inundated with people doing seances, trying to raise the
Oh,
dead.
We don't do any
It
of
doesn't
that.
matter, but from my
Yeah.
point of view, yeah, I'm tired of it, because the truth is, it was a gruesome history that we should be ashamed of.
Yeah,
And
and
shouldn't
that's
more
why we-
people know about it?
I mean, Alice Nutter would be ashamed that she can't have her story told because she was wrongfully convicted. She was a powerful woman.
How
She
is-
was a rich woman.
How is she supposed to rest peacefully when people don't know the truth? That's why we're
But,
doing
but
what
you
we're
know
doing.
what? The people around here, all the people who live in this village, all of us, We know that.
Yeah, but not. But
the world
not entitled
doesn't.
to keep that from the world.
The world knows it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do, because it's common sense.
Then why would they still come here if they knew it?
They come here because it's constantly publicised.
Ma'am.
In the wrong way.
You publicise a place and you get people coming up. And the fact is that people like you creeping around at night, there's old people...
We're not creeping around.
I mean,
there's people... You're in our village, there's people, old people who live here.
And we're not causing them any harm.
Yes, you
or
are.
disrupting
Because you're
them.
strangers walking around at night.
Strangers?
The churchyard
I mean,
is...
right, okay, this argument's getting a bit silly. If you would like to call the police...
But the churchyard is locked for a reason.
It's not locked right now.
It's hallowed... Well, it should be.
No, it shouldn't be. Because they only lock it at 2 a.m.
It's hallowed ground.
It's public ground.
Do you believe in
if you would like
God?
to get the police, then
I won't get the police because the police won't do anything.
You're in the wrong.
No, I'm trying to persuade you that you're in the wrong.
To be honest, all you're doing is persuading
Because you're
me
not
to go.
listening.
No, it's not. It's because
You're not
you came with the wrong
listening.
attitude.
The attitude I have is that I believe in spirituality and I believe in...
So do I. Look at the state. I've got
I absolutely do.
I'm...
What do you think I'm wearing on my arm if I'm not a spiritual person? Do you know what that is?
And look at me. I carry sage.
you?
I carry sage everywhere I go.
Do you know whose cross it is?
I don't, actually.
Why not?
Maybe he's not educated in spirituality, and maybe that's why documentaries like this need to be made, because the stuff that you're speaking about is something that the whole world should know.
What the documentary needs to focus on
is what? Telling people to stay away?
Is to do it during the day, first of all. You don't have to do it at night. Do it during the day.
So if you came back in the day, you'd be fine?
Yeah, I would.
What? What difference does that make?
It shouldn't make a
Because you're not
difference.
disturbing the village at night. You disturb me tonight. You say you're not disturbing people. Well, you've disturbed me. Do you actually believe? Have you actually seen a spirit? I'm asking you this.
Not in person.
Christ almighty. Well, I have.
Tell us your story.
That's fair.
Tell you my story.
I don't need to justify my religion to anybody.
If I told you no, I won't even speak it.
Why don't you come with us and show you that we're not disrespecting anything?
Let's not fall out, right? Because we could easily fall out about this.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to find?
Not sure. We're looking to see if we can find anything.
Explorers, a lot is going on right now, and we're winging this video. This is actually pretty insane. We're getting a tour by a local for over 12 years who's been through a lot and understands energy and ghosts and paranormal. We're gonna go take you to the grave of Allison where we think she's buried.
And this is the grave here.
Do you understand what this means, by the way?
Can you explain it?
Yes.
It's got multiple.
There's a skull, literally.
This is a Latin symbol. It's called Momentus Mori. And it was very common on graves of that era. And it's a warning to people that you must die. And what it means is we are all the same. No matter what your station in life, you will die. It's not a sign of evil.
Right.
It's just a warning that this is it. And it could be if Alice was buried there, they were saying we're all the same.
When they arrived at the church, Josh and his friends were confronted by a local that accused them of disturbing the peace and going to the grave to cause mayhem and trouble. Eventually, they came to a mutual agreement, and the resident kindly decided to tour them around and take them to the grave they were looking for in question. After the tour, Josh and his friends decided to go up near a local quarry area to explore for more ghosts.
To come, if you want to make a deal with the devil, so can we make a deal?
This is the place to come if you want to make a deal with the devil. So can we make a deal?
Yes. It said yes. It said yes.
If there is anything here that does make deals, you're gonna have to let us know that you're here.
If there is anything here that does make deals, you're gonna have to let us know that you're here.
Oh,
Did it say here or yes? Again.
One of them said here or yes.
That was a really deep voice. So they will make a deal. Or they want to.
Okay, well, respectfully.
Well, obviously, I'm not making. Not even respectfully.
Respectfully, we're not making
I'm
any
not,
deals.
Yeah. F that. So they want to, though. They're just lurking here, dude. But no devices are even going off.
How about we stand over there, film this circle, because we might be stood in a spot so they can't really enter. Maybe if we stand out of the circle a bit and observe from over there, you never know, stuff might start going off. We should just try it and maybe do the spirit box from over there.
All right, let's go over here. All right, so Dan said to come back here and observe, and while we're doing that, we're gonna just ask questions, but just to make ourselves clear, we're not Satanists, so when we said to make a deal with the devil, we're not actually trying to make a deal with the devil, though we did say it. I don't even know how to do anything Satanist, or I'm not educated in that realm anyways, but I mean...
What, I had my fingers crossed when he said that we were gonna make a deal, so...
I mean, I didn't have mine, but I probably should have.
No, in my head, I'm like, no, I'm not making any deal. I mean, I just want to make it clear that I do not want to make a deal with the devil. It's not my intention at all. Sorry if it's annoyed you.
Oh!
Oh! What?
Oh!
Whoa! Oh! Oh! Red Pod.
Holy as we're talking about the devil, dude, I swear to God.
Okay. And...
Holy Okay, now maybe they got our attention because we brought it up.
Are you happy that we moved out of your spot? Is that why you weren't using our devices? Was it because we were standing in your circle?
Oh, yo, God. Holy f***, dude. Bro. That's kind of
Okay.
But it's...
Oh, I was just gonna ask if it could step away.
Is Allison with us? Allison Nutter. If she is...
I mean, nothing's going off every question.
Isn't it weird that it's the same light?
Yeah, green.
So they know how to communicate with it.
Why is this?
Yeah, I know. That one's yeah, because the ghost is. I'm assuming by this one. Unless it's whatever. What was it?
Can you do anything else?
Yeah.
Anything at all?
Yep.
Well,
dude.
It like.
It even was poking the thing.
Now I'm getting freaked out. Wait.
What?
I literally just said, don't start without me, and it said wait.
Shutting it back off.
Isn't that freaking
It just
crazy?
said wait, clear as day, that's for sure.
See, this is what I mean. That's why I said we should use a spirit box.
Why would it say wait? Just because you said it, right?
Yeah, because I said don't start without me. Because you turned it on, and I was just changing my camera.
No,
it was a woman. Yeah. It was a woman's voice.
It was a woman's voice, and it did say Allison Nutter was here, right? And it clicked. I don't even remember now. Like
yeah,
it
went off. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Find the best setting here.
Did you see that? That REM pod just went off.
The back one?
Whoa!
Whoa!
What did that just say? It said welcome to what?
I don't know. Is that who's lighting the REM pod up?
Is there somebody out here with us? Whoa, yellow.
They're touching that. Yo, it's coming closer.
It's like, oh my god, it looks like it walked over towards me. Can you tell us your name? What'd you say, Dan? We just want to know who you are. Can you tell us your name?
We don't want to make a deal with you.
Who's that?
You heard that too?
Huh?
It legit sounded like someone went.
Yeah, it was like right here.
Are you surrounding us?
I almost just fell.
Yo. Who are you? What do you want with us? Green. They keep going off, dude. They're here, but they're not like doing, they're just sitting here. Someone.
Set something else off. If it's truly you and not just the REM pod, setting the one off.
Same one.
Whoa.
It's getting like powerful or something.
Whoa!
Bro.
They're both going off at the same time.
Yo.
Holy shit.
Dude.
I gotta get off this rock before I bust my ass. Oh my god.
Both at the same time.
That was insane. How many times do you ever see a REM pod
it's
go?
an entity on here.
No, it
that
didn't.
That was an entity, and it said it on this.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, you'll hear it. You'll hear it on the...
It said hey. Hey.
Is there someone evil with us? I just had someone evil with us, and it went green.
Dude, the REM pod's going off so much that I actually don't even know if it's true. I'm
like
genuinely...
it could be broken, right? Like it's going off so much.
It never goes off this much.
I know that. That's what I was saying.
Dude, have you ever seen REM pods go off this much?
Not.
What are you gonna say?
Is Jesus Christ with us?
Did I just say he's weak?
Oh no. It's weird.
Is there another kind of God with us?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That just lit up every single light!
Another kind of God.
You!
Holy sh**!
Oh, it just said F you. Tell me not.
Oh my god, it definitely did.
Did it just hey! It an evil hey! Hey!
Did that just say F you?
And now it's going green. Dude.
I don't even know what to say. Alright, so look, you're messing with us. You're not really communicating. Can you please tell us who you are?
It's saying evil or devil. I'm hearing
evil.
It. You heard evil too.
It said evil.
If you're evil, say it clearly, please.
Too much? The devil. I heard the devil. I swear to God, I heard it through this.
I'm telling you now.
I swear to God, I heard it.
I'm telling you now. We're messing with things that we shouldn't be messing with. I know it.
It can't be.
No, dude, I heard it.
It can't be the real, like.
You don't know. Is it truly you?
Are we in danger?
Holy sh**.
Ah!
What?
I don't know.
What?
What the f*** is that? Are you good?
Back. I don't know.
Bro,
hang on.
Bro,
what the f*** is
what
that?
did you just do then?
I didn't do anything, but I just felt like a really bad pain in my back.
What do you
like a scratch, like an actual like a dagger.
No, are you serious?
No, I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm not joking.
I mean, dude, I believe you, but like
I'm actually not joking.
I mean,
the battery's broke.
Are you okay?
I mean, I think so. But that
Turn it off. We're with something we shouldn't be.
Hang on. No, like I'm actually not around, like for real. Like I'm actually serious.
I mean, I caught it on camera.
Holy sh**, the cat ball's going off!
Where?
Behind the REM pod!
Cat ball's going off. Cat ball's going off.
Oh,
that's going. Oh my God. Bro.
Yo.
Okay.
Yo, for real, someone just checked my back. Hey, I can't even.
Got a feeling.
Like for real.
Look, if you're starting to physically touch us now, you need to back off.
Man, is there actually a scratch or something? Like for real, I'm not around. Like lift this up.
Holy
God.
Like for real?
Josh, you gotta be kidding me, right?
Josh.
No, I'm not.
Dude.
Josh.
Like for you.
No, dude.
Josh.
No, dude.
Hold on a second.
You've got to be kidding me.
Josh, have you done this?
No.
No, promise me.
No, bro, I promise. I was just with you. Like, you guys see me this whole time. I've been recording this whole time.
Josh, I think we need to close down and leave.
We need, no, we're done.
We need to go.
This is it.
Am I bleeding?
No, but like you got clawed, bro. Like there's
like for real.
There is claw marks.
It hurt. It actually, I've never been scratched. I've never had anything like this happen. I thought it was all, like, I thought this part could be fake. Like,
bro, there is claw marks. There's 6 claw marks. It starts there and goes to down to here, and there's 6 of them.
So it's not like, it's like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's not like 5.
No, dude.
6, like for real.
Claw marks.
Look, I've been scratched before. I've seen that shit.
Yo, you think we should get sage or something?
No,
get up the out.
Okay, no, seriously.
Calm down. Let's chill.
While up on the quarry, Josh's paranormal equipment started going crazy. He pulled out his radio in hopes to make some sort of contact with the spirits, but as he did, Josh felt a large scratch go down his back. In the midst of all the chaos, Josh didn't check until the spirit and stopped responding. When he checked, there was 6 big lines going down his back. Sunny Deeds is a channel that has dealt with many scary encounters, but this Randonautica adventure may be one of his strangest. The app gave him and his friend CJ 2 strange places in particular. One was near a creepy road which was known for having strange activity.
I'm sure they're creepy during the day too, but at night it just, like I think what gets me more than anything is there's no houses.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's just so desolate out here. I mean, you don't know what the hell is in these woods out here.
We're 400 feet away on our left. Okay. That's my driveway? No. Okay, that's a little space we could pull into then. Turn this off. Oh gosh, I just got bit by a mosquito. I'm gonna start wearing
underwear
and long sleeves. Stupid. Where am I even going? All right, here we go. Oh damn. I'll never be able to get out of here. was nothing.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, did we just hit the location, right? And intent was what? Something inspiring?
Yeah, something inspiring.
You just said you were going to start wearing underwear. That's an inspiration.
Hey, that's right. All right, everybody listen to these damn videos. I wear underwear every day of my life. Thank you very much.
Do you change them, though?
Yeah, I change them every day. Sometimes twice a day if I feel like I need it. That's right. I found it. Something inspiring. Trees.
Trees. All right, hold on. Maybe it's over here. Hold on, I can't even get that out. All right, that could be. It's inspiring that we didn't get killed as soon as we stepped out of the car. So that's. Wait, what is this? Well, here's a paper plate. That could be inspiring if, you know, we're going to find food.
Oh, damn it, Sonny.
Damn it.
Dude, come over here. Oh.
Huh?
Those are two very large trash bags tossed back there. See them?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Look at this, but what is this? Look, dude, look at all how these sticks are all piled up here.
Yeah, it looks like it was dumped there.
That's some Blair Witch kind of shit. Oh, listen, this dude, it is so quiet.
Bags there. Hold up. You wanna look in those bags?
Yeah, well, just seeing if there's anything under this shit too. Oh, it was a pine cone. It scared me. Oh, dude, look at all the briars.
I know it's supposed to be something inspiring, but I'm freaked out.
Yeah, I want to see what's over here. Oh god, I see spider webs.
Oh, I keep getting eat up by these mosquitoes, dude. They're little assholes is what they are. My big concern is like if it's a fly or something.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
If it is, it's... Oh, dude, it is heavy.
Is it really?
Cut it open. It feels like sticks and shit.
Oh, it is a bunch of them leaves and stuff.
It is. This one's already been ripped open. Yeah.
Well, a point is not even.
Why in the hell would there be trash bags of sticks thrown out in the woods? They're like laying all over the place like this shit.
Oh no. Oh dude, it's got a spider hanging from it.
No. What's
that say? It says NYPD. Look, he's got a spider hanging from it. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I just stepped in shit. Somebody took a shit. Look at that. And that's our wipes. Alright, I'm gonna say, dude, there are more spiders hanging on that. Look, 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 look. Oh. Oh, man.
Okay, the fact that there is a NYPD hat up there is way weird. And you're on the spiders.
100%, dude.
Ew, they're all over the place, man.
I'm getting ate up with mosquitoes. This ain't my spot, man.
What?
That could be inspiring, technically.
I'm
getting ate up.
Damn.
Do you want to take the hat?
Huh?
Do you want to take the hat?
No. Not unless you want it.
No, I'm not. It's got spiders and shit on it.
Nope, I'm not taking any spiders on it.
Something about the woods was so unsettling to Sunny and CJ and made them feel very freaked out. As they entered the woodland, they found 2 garbage bags, though both were full of wood and bark from the tree. On the way out, they noticed a cap on top of a point, making them realize that they weren't the only ones that had been there. The other place was a cemetery. Things started off as expected, but only got weirder.
Is that somebody?
Sounds like they're going over that way.
What the was that? Sonny, what was that? What the was that? What was that? What the was that? That was over there.
My finger is stuck in my goddamn flashlight. I can't get.
What the was that, Sonny?
Dude, that's over here at the car.
What?
That was over here at the car.
What?
Dude, what the? Was that was
an accident? It sounded like a car wrecked.
Oh, I heard it was glass.
Holy shit, dude. I thought it was a drunk driver or something. I didn't hear a car though.
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh, Sonny! Dude, my car! My car, dude! That's my...
Dude, the brick.
What the... Oh my God! It's a...
Who the f*** is out here?
Brand new car, jack-wagon mother... Listen. It's still cracking or something. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Oh my gosh, man, I'm gonna throw the up right now. Dude, I'm going to throw up. That's a brand new car I have. Oh my.
Huh? You wanna hide in the darkness?
There's no way this is happening. I'm dreaming right now, dude. There's no way it's happening. I'm passed out, dude. There's no way.
Well, be a little bitch, hide in the shadows.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my God.
The strange behavior was enough to make Sunny and CJ leave, but when they returned to the car, they found that someone had launched a brick through it. This TikTok shows a man and his friends out having fun in a forest at night. All seemed fun, until in the distance they heard someone's voice shouting, "Help me!" Ads Ventures does a lot of camping and some scary ones too, but this one might be the most scary of them all. After a day out and a travel around town, Ads decided to return back to his van, which is where he had one of the strangest encounters of his life.
Well, that was an interesting experience. First of all, they gave me and another guy a ticket to the same seat, or station, should I say. But that worked out okay. We managed to both sit down, and he was actually a nice guy. He was called Sergio from Spain. I do apologise, mate, if I have mispronounced that. But then you basically sit there with some empty trains coming past. There was a couple of false alarms where you think it's your drink turning up. But then finally, the drinks actually pulled into the station, stopped right in front of us, and we grabbed our, well, I'm not going to say the name of the drinks on camera, but we grabbed the beers, and then me and Sergio had a nice chat while sipping down the train station beverages.
Cheers.
After that, it was a little bit of a panic to get your empty glass back on the train as it passed by, and then I got myself an Uber back to the van. Now, I have taken the CCTV footage, put it onto the memory stick, put it onto the laptop, converted it into 4 individual files, and it's finally time to watch the criminal activity unfold. So, in fact, let me turn that backlight off because it flickers now. I don't know why. I have to fix that when I'm home. Let's have a look at this. So I've got cameras 1, 2, 3 and 4. Obviously that is all the way around the van. I haven't even seen this myself yet. So camera 1, I don't even know which direction they came in or anything, so bear with me. Okay, so I've located 2 people on the right hand side of the van. Oh no, maybe that's not them, because they're walking off up towards the motorway. Well, that's a bit weird. Why would you be walking up towards the motorway? But yeah, maybe that's not them, unless they come back, but they seem to be disappearing into the distance. Let's just fast forward a bit. Oh no, wait, they're coming back. Okay, this is blatantly them. Right, so that for some reason they've walked up towards the motorway and then they've come back into the service area. Yeah, they're coming directly to my van. And they're going round the back of my van. Okay, so this is obviously when I heard their voices. Oh no, they're going straight up to... They're going straight up to my driver's window and they're looking in it. I swear I heard them right behind the van though. So he's staring right in the driver's window, trying to see what he can see. I think he touched something there, did he? Okay, this is the point. So now they've gone round the back of the van. Now remember, at this stage, I'm still fast asleep, right? So let's pull up the back of the van. So enter the thieves around the rear of the van. They take a quick look at the back. One of them's smoking something. Maybe he's innocent. Maybe they were just smoking. I heard them. That's where I heard them talking. And I was sort of in a daze. And I was like, what is going on? They've gone back round to the other side of the van now. So let's pull that camera back up. Actually, no, it definitely wasn't innocent, because I remember I heard them actually touch the handle. Oh yeah, look, there we go. Right, he's bent down there. What's he doing? Yeah, he's trying to do something there. And that was where I shouted pigeon. Look at that. Right, let's just rewind that again. Right, so he's keeping an eye on that lorry that's leaving, and he's bent down doing something by my van. He must be trying to hide the fact that his hand's like touching the handle. But this is the point where I heard the handle go, and I'm half asleep, and I shout pigeon. And I rush up and I open up this curtain here, and then you can see as soon as I do that, he says something to his mate and they scarper off. So if we go back to the front camera, we should, yeah, there we go. So that's them. As soon as they know that I'm in the van, they're now just disappearing off into the night as though nothing's happened. And then, oh look, have they stopped? Are they trying a lorry? I know, maybe they haven't. The footage isn't that good quality, obviously, because it's real dark. But I think you can see they are just walking off into the distance there. They're probably assuming that there are definitely people in the lorries having a sleep, but my van just looks like it's sat there on its own. Now this bit round the back of the van seems quite innocent. It looks like he's just smoking and he chucks that in the bin and then he comes back round. It's like for some reason they didn't want to try the back of the van, which suggests to me that they weren't looking to rob what was inside the van, they were looking to nick the entire thing. Imagine if I just woken up bombing down the motorway at 70 miles an hour. That would have made a brilliant video. But yeah, then you got this bit here, which is weird. What is he doing? He's like bending down and doing something, you reckon he's got one of them Slim Jims or something? And obviously you can't hear the audio, but that's the precise point when I'm... Shall I give you a demonstration of what I did? So I'm sleeping like this, right? And I hear some noises real close to me, because obviously that is the back door right there. I hear the voices out there, that's when they chuck that cigarette away. Now when I first wake up in the van, wherever I am, the first thing I'm thinking is, where the hell am I? I always forget where I've parked. And I'm like, right, there's people out there, and I suddenly realise that I'm in the services, I think. I reach up here and I stick my CCTV on. It takes a second to load up, and then it loaded, and that's when I think I saw them around the side of the van. So I'm half asleep thinking, are they going to steal the pigeon? Are they going to steal the pigeon? Are they going to steal the... Handle goes, pigeon! Whoa! What's going on? Jump out the window like that, and then I see them scarper off into the right. Well, judging by the footage, I must have misjudged. It was less of a scarper, more of a saunter. But at least I stopped them from smashing a window or jacking the door open or whatever. Unbelievable, dirty criminals. Anyway, I am quite excited about it, I suppose. It's one of those things, it's happened to loads of people, but not to me, and I felt a little left out. But now it's happened, I'm satisfied. I don't want it to happen again, mind, but it has happened now, so I don't have to wonder what it's like anymore.
Ads checked through some footage of his van and found that a group of criminals had been going around the van site trying to break in. They started by scouting out the surrounding area before trying to break into an ads van, which was luckily locked at the time. They then checked the rest of the lot before deciding to vacate the area.
Oh, holy shit! What the f? Yo!
Kaya USA is a channel owned by a man named TJ who creates content based around equipment. And his truck, however, this video took a very different and unexpected direction. It started when TJ decided to head out for a camp under the hot sun.
It's not a big tent, but it's really nice for what it is. It pops up really easy. It's insulated really well. And if you look over here, I've got the old Zero Breeze. I think this is the Mark II AC unit, portable AC unit with the battery pack. So I should be able to keep this tent really nice and cool tonight. That's what these are, the little vents for it. Got my fan, just enough room in here for me to bundle up. I'm even gonna be able to hang my phone up here above my head and still watch my shows tonight, I hope. We'll see. Back here, I got my pull-out drawer with my cooking stuff in here. I got some lights that I'm probably gonna hang up. When we get to breakfast in the morning, I'm gonna hook my propane bottle up. That's this guy right here. That'll hook up to my stove here. I'll pull this out. We'll be able to tie into that and hopefully cook a nice breakfast in the morning. I brought eggs and toast and some little sausages. It's gonna be good. So we're gonna hide in the shade for a little while and rig up some rods, get our fishing gear all together, get the tackle situated, and then we're gonna head out and see if we can catch some fish. We'll probably do some crappie fishing, some bass fishing, and we brought a throw net. We're gonna see if we can catch some bait and probably just sit out here tonight by the lake and do a little bit of catfishing from the bank. I haven't done that in a long time, and that sounds like a fun, relaxing thing to do this weekend. So we just checked the radar, and apparently we have a storm headed our way already, but it may miss us. If you look over there, those clouds, it's raining on the other side of the lake, but I feel like it's going this way, so it may just miss us. So before we go out on the boats, I want to tie something on that I got from Mystery Tackle Box a few weeks ago, and I haven't tried out yet. And I think Gunnersville is gonna be the best place for it. Let me see if I can dig it out. We're gonna wait out here. I threw some trunks on. I've seen a lot of blow-ups out here a while ago. And check out this thing. This is the mic. Y'all hear that thunder? Oh man, I think it's going around us. This is the, yeah, and I'm in the water. This is the Mike Buka, I believe that's how it's said, swim rat. Look at that. I've never fished a rat, but I'm told Lake Gunnersville is where to do it, so we're gonna try it out. I got this out of a Mystery Tackle Box. Look at that thing coming through the water with the tail wagging. Right, let's give it a shot. Holy cow, y'all. So I don't know how much I just filmed out in the water. Me and Dylan were both just waiting and fishing, and look what just rolled up on us. Look at this. It is pouring, and that's only a few hundred yards away. It is white capping out here on the water. Look at this. This just came up out of nowhere. I don't know how bad that looks on camera, but it's pretty bad. Can you see the white caps out here? Let me zoom in. Water. We're kind of hoping it goes around us. I did go ahead and roll the awning up. I left the tent up because I've got my stuff in it, and in order for me to close that tent, I have to take all of my stuff out, and I don't really know if I have time. I don't want to be caught in the middle of it, because it's legit, it's raining right here. Look at that, it's like a black wall. It's raining on the other side of the water from us, and it's blowing directly in our face. We've had something pop up on us right here, and it is bad, y'all. I don't know if you can tell, but we're inside of this gazebo, holding it down, and it's picking me up. Holy shit. This is nuts. Bro, I hope we ain't got no tornado popped up on us. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. This is nuts, y'all. I hope that pole holds up, because that's what's holding my kayak. You tied it up. Did you do good? Oh my goodness, y'all, look at this. You can't see the other side of the lake at all. Can y'all tell the lake is gone? I really hope this ain't a tornado, because we should probably be in the truck. Oh, there's the rain. We're just holding this gazebo down, guys. Is the tent good? This is absolutely insane, y'all. Look at this. Oh, stuff falling out of the tree. Oh, that looks real. Oh, God, dude. We might need to get under the vehicle. Dude, I've never been in something like this. This is horrible, man. I haven't either. We probably need to be under our truck. There ain't no doubt. If this tree comes down, it's gonna hit us. Oh my God. I think we're in a tornado, y'all. Hey, that tree just went down. That tree just went down beside us. Guys, I think we are in the middle of a tornado. My kayak is beached. The tree came down behind us. Holy cow, guys. We were just hit. Alright, y'all, I don't know if we're in the eye of a tornado right now or not, but we just had to hold that down. Whatever just hit, it took this tree down where I was going to park. Look at this. It's completely uprooted. I was really worried about these that were up under here. My kayak is completely underwater. Thank goodness I didn't have my MK300 on. That was the worst experience of my life. I've got to try to get this kayak pulled up on the bank. Look at this tree, y'all. Look at this. I hope that it's past. It's still coming down pretty hard. This is where we were gonna park. This is where we were gonna camp because it was right behind the bathroom. The last time a major tornado hit this spot, I believe, was in 2011 or 2013, and it wiped us out. Will you help me tug this boat up? Ready, 1, 2, 3. This should be good, thank you. I hope there ain't no hole in it, because it was late. When I got out here, look at my wrap.
Yeah, look at that.
It ruined my wrap. When I came out here, it was up on those rocks right there. I think the tops of these trees are gone. Holy crap. Let's see if we can see more stuff down over there. This is rough, guys. I could only get half of my tent down because I waited too long and I had my bedding inside the tent, so only half of it came down. I'm sorry if I'm yelling into the mic. My adrenaline is kind of peaked, guys. I think we just stood in a tornado. Look at this. This is where we were gonna park. We changed our mind the last second and parked down there. We wanted to park right behind the bathroom, and we decided to go a little bit further. This was gonna be our camping spot, right where this tree's laying. I want y'all to see what just came down. Look at that, that's beside Dylan. This is where we were gonna camp. And right there is where we're camped. This pine would have took us out, man. It was confirmed. We just found out that was a tornado that did hit us, and we were right in the midst of it. There are a few more trees that are down. We hopped in the truck and rode down through there. There's some blocking the road. The fire department's down the road right now cutting a tree that's blocking the main road coming in and out of the park down here. And we got extremely lucky. You see where am I pointing? That's a tree that is down across a couple of different campsites right beside us. And I know I probably said it 10 times already, but that's where we were gonna park and camp. Luckily, we're good, the tent's good. I did get some water in my tent, but I'm letting it dry out now. It's not too bad.
TJ arrived at the site and began to set up his tent and the rest of the belongings. It wasn't long after that TJ decided to go out near the water to go fish. It was while he was doing so that TJ and his friends noticed a big black cloud overhead. They were hoping that it would just pass by, but it didn't. It stayed around. It began to pour down and high winds started to pick up in the area, shaking and rummaging the trees. TJ and his friends took shelter in his tent and his truck and waited anxiously for the storm to pass. During the middle of it, TJ ran out into it to save his kayak from being swallowed by the water. After it was confirmed as a tornado by local authorities. TJ and his friends looked around the area to find a few trees destroyed, but luckily his property was safe for the most part and no one was hurt. Sort of Interesting is a channel that uploads outdoor activity videos, but this solo camp was a little bit scarier than normal camps. It started when SOI went out in the night to camp.
Absolutely love this under the old railway here. Ooh, the spooky woods. When I was in the woods initially, I filmed a few of these little bits talking about how heavy the bag was and how keen I was to have something to eat because I'd set out without having anything for my tea. However, I hadn't at this point anticipated how big a part of this video the woods would become. I was showing you there was trees down all over the place, even a lot of the greenery's been blown down onto the forest floor with all of the storms we've had recently. I'll be honest, I wasn't going to post this video originally because I thought it made me look like quite a scaredy cat and quite feeble. So for my own ego's sake, let me give you a very brief introduction to myself if you're unfamiliar with this channel. I've been wild camping, but always with 2 to 4 other people for over 15 years, and I'm lucky to have spent months of my life sleeping on mountainsides in England, Scotland and Wales. Also, I'm not too bothered by getting really cold, getting absolutely soaked, wading through rivers and all that sort of stuff, so I'm not quite as frail as I may appear. And also, I've spent most of my adult life living on canal boats, but I'll let you check out my other videos for that. So I've been walking for about an hour at this point, and it really is amazing the difference that the backpack has made. And also the fact that I'm using a much dimmer light is starting to make me think I'm sure I can hear stuff and see little flashes and that. I'm sure I can't, but I can't be sure in here where I need to be. So yeah, quick backpack rest, and then we're gonna get, in fact I might get the stove out now find a spot on the way ahead. At this point, I thought I would see if I could find a nice big flat stone or somewhere safe that I could set up my stove and make myself some pasta, pesto and cheese, and also lose a bit of weight from my backpack while doing so. And so I thought, yeah, put the torch onto full beam and get some visually interesting spooky woodland footage. And well, did I get some spooky footage. Dim lights only now. I was just shining the torch around on full beam, showing like the woods to the camera. Some car somewhere on a road up there stopped, and I swear a torch shone into the trees, obviously from well above my head, but it's just spooked me a bit. Oh man, my heart is going. I swear the car that I just mentioned pulled up and somebody's got out. I don't know if it's just coincidence. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I am really, oh my goodness me. This isn't fun, this. I am so stupid. I am the stupidest person I don't know if you can see that they are literally scanning up and down. They are literally... Can you see this on the ground? They're literally looking straight at me. I know. I don't know what to do. I'm literally crouched. I'm sat on the ground. Right, the camera off. After a while, they finally left, and so I stayed hanging around in the woods for a good while after, just to make sure everybody was definitely...
While out in the woods, SOI saw a light off in the distance and decided to record, just to get some footage of other walkers in the night. It was then that he realized the other people had noticed that he was there. They stood staring at him for a while, their lights beaming at him. It was that moment that SOI started to panic and realized that he had made a huge mistake. The strangers didn't seem to move, and if anything seemed to be searching for him more and more. In a panic, SOI hid behind a tree and lurked around it so he could see them. He didn't know what they wanted with him or if they were going to hurt him, but he was scared. Eventually, they left and SOI carried on with his walk, though stayed around a little longer so he could see if they were hiding from him. Mindseed TV is one of the leading channels in supernatural content. Here is a clip from one of their recent adventures.
It sounds like singing, and you could tell it was coming from outside.
Sounds like a song. That's fucking weird, bro. Colton heard it just as clear as I did, so we decided to go downstairs, put our shoes on, and see if we can go outside and capture this audio. That's weird, dude. We should get the flashlight. That's weird. That's creepy, bro. When I sat down on the couch to put my shoes on, right next to me was that window that we saw when we first came in the cabin, but there was something different on it. There was something that I know for a fact was not there when we arrived at the cabin. Hey, what is this?
That's the dog smears.
No, bro.
Casey goes, look, look, look. And he said, look at all these markings. And earlier we had seen something that looked like dragging or like maybe a dog's nose or something moving up and down on it. So I kind of like brushed it off real quick. And then he said, no, there's handprints. And we looked and they were on the outside of the glass.
Dude, look at this. Come here real quick. That's outside the window. Look. Look right here. This.
I see it.
These handprints were half the size of mine, half the size of Colton's, so. Oh, bro.
Dude, they're all over the place.
It's just eerie to think about because when did that happen? You know? Didn't happen before we were there. So somewhere between nightfall and 4 in the morning, those handprints appeared.
Is there? Yeah. This whole bottom.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
What the fuck? These handprints were super small. Like if I had to guess, they're from like a 5 or 6 year old.
Cut the light on for a second so we get dressed.
Yeah, we gotta put on like 10 layers to go outside right now. I hope the static camera heard that.
Dude. I mean, I hope it did too.
I mean, I know those mics are not the best, but that was pretty cool.
I want to know what's going on with this.
Yeah.
Like, is someone with us?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell is that?
It's cold, bro. Hey, cut the light. I swear I saw something move outside, and when I asked Colton to turn off the lights, I was not prepared for what we both saw. Hey, cut the light. Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Dude.
What is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the f is that?
Oh, my God.
Dude. What the f, bro?
I can't. I thought that was a shadow.
God, bro. It like disappeared.
Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird right now, dude.
You gotta understand, there's no lights out there. The only thing that we can see is the moonlight that's reflecting off of the snow outside. And right in the middle of the bridge, we both see what looks like a almost transparent black figure of some sort, just standing in the middle of the bridge.
Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Dude.
What is that? There's just a figure, just staring at us. It looked like it was facing us from on top of the bridge. Not moving, standing still. Do you see that right there?
Dude.
What is that?
We don't know what's showing up on the camera, his cell phone camera at all. We're just fixated on it. And then it turns around and it bolts.
Dude.
What is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the f is that?
Oh, my God.
Dude.
When it ran, it looked more unnatural than I've seen anything move.
Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Dude.
What is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the f is that?
Oh, my God.
Dude. It almost felt like it was made out of smoke. That's what it looked like to me. And when it turned and ran away, it just, like, vanished. It, like, disappeared.
Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird right now, dude.
Look at that, bro. Right there. Look at the way it just dips. It dips, like, full speed. We're both standing there in the living room looking back at the footage that we just captured. We're watching it literally seconds after we captured it.
The crazy part is when it goes sideways.
I'm nervous as hell and I'm freaked out, bro, but I think that we should go out with something.
We gotta give it a minute, man. That was a lot.
We were super apprehensive to go outside. We just saw something that we can't explain. We don't know what it was. It didn't look like an animal. I mean, it didn't have distinguishing characteristics of a human, but we had to go back out there and see if we could communicate or see if we could get a glimpse of it closer.
Way sketched out more than I was now.
What
Let's give it a minute.
Go check it out. I think we should run yes, no, or something out there.
Yeah, let's give it a minute.
That could have been a person. It moved too fast. It disappeared.
It didn't look tall enough to be a person.
As the group were lying in their beds, they heard a strange sound coming from out of their windows. It was what sounded like singing. The gang decided to get up and get out of the house to investigate just what was going on outside in the cold woodland. As they were getting ready and putting their shoes on, one of them noticed that something was there outside the house. He shouted for his friends to switch the lights off. They stuck their cameras into the glass and captured a spirit moving in the distance. Unsure of what to do, they held their position. The spirit seemed to just fade into the night, and multiple replay of it showed the same thing. The group finally built up the courage to go out into the woods to see what was going on. They put on their brave faces and entered the night. Nikki TV is a channel run by a woman who loves DIY activity and camping. On one of her camps, she had a rather strange interaction with some of her neighbors.
Thank you.
Start my van every once in a while. Like, I didn't set up my tent because it's pretty wet, obviously.
Yeah.
So if I bother you, just let me know.
You're fine, because if I get too cold, I'm hopping my butt right in the back of that 4Runner.
Okay.
And if you hear me talking, I promise I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to a GoPro.
Well, I talk to myself.
Well, I mean, I'm basically talking to myself. I still want you to think.
Just as long as you know, if you hear me out, and especially if I got my headphones on,
yeah,
and I'm rocking, if I say, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're totally fine.
All right.
At first, it was a collection of friendly interactions, all laughs and smiles, but slowly it got weirder.
Counting on it.
So, a group of people with a bunch of teenage boys just started setting up. I'll tell you what, people are just rude anymore. I had to take everything out of my tent and put it back into the 4Runner because these men showed up with 4 different vehicles. First, they told me that they had booked this site and the site beside of me, and that there must have been some misunderstanding, but the problem is that the office is now closed. So I looked at him and I was like, well, you know, I've already been here for a couple hours. My name's on the post. Cook, because they put little tags on the post at each campsite, and they put the dates that you're going to be arriving and the date that you're going to be leaving. So my name is on the tag that's on the campsite post, and it says that I'll be coming in today and leaving tomorrow. So, you know, I looked at him and said, well, I booked this site. It was available. The website allowed me to book the site. If the site was taken, it would have shown me that it was unavailable and it wouldn't allowed me to get the site. So, and I went down there and I got the green ticket off of the post and said, my last name's on here, and it says I am to arrive today and depart tomorrow. I said, but if you need to contact the ranger to see, you know, what it is that we need to do, that they have accidentally double booked this site, I was like, you're more than welcome to. I said, but I'm not going to take down my rain tarp. I'm not going to take down my tent because I've already been here hours. They have literally just got here an hour ago. Not only that, there's like 4 cars, there's 3 men, and I guess they brought their sons and grandsons or whatever, but they are extremely loud. Not only that, they're taking their tents and they're putting them like 20 foot away from mine. I just decided to pack all my stuff up out of my tent. I left my tent outside and put everything back into the back of the 4Runner, and I'll just stay back here tonight, which is okay because I like being back here. It's just, I don't know, it's just that just wasn't the plan or whatever, so.
She had another lot of neighbors come in, a group of men and their sons. They didn't seem to understand that Nikki had booked her lot and seemed to believe that she was in their lot. She refused to back down, and so did they. The men and their sons pitched up some of their tents on her lot, and she retreated back into her van. In the morning, when Nikki was taking down her tent, the people seemed to be a little different.
So I'm still at the park. I'm just gonna go for a hike and then come back and have my coffee and breakfast right here instead of stopping at a rest stop. I kind of feel like that would be a better option than having to stop somewhere else when I'm already here. And as you can see, there's nobody here. Maybe 1 or 2 cars.
As she took down the tent, she realized that in the background the men had woken up early to move around the tents, likely because the sheriffs had told them to. It didn't make a difference to Nikki. She was leaving anyway. She left the site and decided to go for a hike before having her morning coffee in an empty parking lot while enjoying the peace and quiet. Venture Unbound likes to explore cheap hotels and experiment with trashy camping equipment. He is used to gross situations, but how would he handle one where he is alone in the woods? It started when Venture entered an unnamed forest in search of the perfect place to sleep.
That was an owl. Hopefully we're going to hear some owls tonight. That was cool. Wonder where it is.
Don't know why I didn't spot this before. There was a little tree stump I should have used, and I'm using that now. And it's actually balancing a lot better with it being on top of the tree stump, so I'm using it here now. So that's sizzling away now.
So this is cooking quite well, to be fair. It's browning up a little bit. Smells good. Almost there with this one. So it is almost there, but I should have brought some extra fuel, I think, for next time, because it is almost running out, so not doing too good. Look at this. So this is my food tonight.
It doesn't look very appetizing. It's just scrambled egg and bacon. I've got my lantern out now. I've put it on the lowest setting just to keep it a little bit darker so my eyes can keep adjusted, but it is starting to drop dark now. all gone. That was actually really good. I'm quite full now, so I didn't need to bring any bread or anything. That was really good. There's some birds chirping over here, a little bit further away from the tent. They're settling down for the night. Oh, owl. Don't know if you see it there. It's in the trees. You might be able to see its eyes with a reflection. Oh wow. That's incredible. Oh wow. It's just flown over there. That's amazing. I've never seen an owl like that in the wild. That is cool. Like, I've held an owl before. Like when you see them at events with all the birds that you can just like hold with a little mitten thing. Wow, that was cool. Hopefully you could see that on the camera. That's so cool, but it's just dropping so dark now, it's hard to see anything. Like, I'm having to use my camera on a torch, so yeah, that was so cool. Wow, that was amazing. I think we're in a good spot. So I did say that I'd show you what it looks like in the dark. This is what it's like when it's pitch black. This is what it's like when it's the lantern on. And it's very creepy. Like, when you need to go to the toilet in the night, it's so spooky. Like, you just see a random tree just dotted there, and it's so like, whoa. It's like a person stood there, but yeah, it's quite a creepy feeling when it's dark like this. But yeah, it's looking quite good now. I think I'm gonna go in the tent and get settled for the night. So yeah, see you in a bit. Just felt this tickle on my hand. Hello. Come on the tree, little fella. There we go. So this is what it looks like inside the tent. Now, there's not a lot of room at the bottom really for your legs at all, but it's okay for tonight. It's only a one-man bivvy tent, so it's to be expected. The only problem I have with it is this roof does kind of sink towards you. There's not a lot of room really. There's nothing holding that up either. I don't know if there's a hook outside. I'll have to check that. See if there's a hook to maybe like attach some like guy line or something and attach it to a tree to lift it up maybe. That might help. But this is how much headroom you've got. You've got another like head distance from the ceiling. You also have this hook here that you can attach another light, like a small light. I obviously can't put my lantern on that. It's too big and it would hit me on the head in the night, but it's not too bad. The only problem I've seen online about trespass bivvy tents like this one is they get a lot of moisture like when you're in them. So I might just leave this zip open just a little bit to let a bit of that moisture out and that condensation, and hopefully it won't be that bad in the morning. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna get some sleep now and test it out, see how it goes, see if I get some sleep. Last time when I was in the hammock tent, I only had about 2 hours sleep. That wasn't the best night ever really. But we'll see how this one goes. It's not a hammock tent, it's a lay flat, you know, on the ground tent. So we'll see how it goes, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. Turn around, there's somebody sleeping in the tent behind me. There. The tent right there, bro. Hello? I told you it. Oh, come here, boy. Together. Yeah, but I don't want the guy to feel threatened. Oh, do you know what I mean? Yeah, leave him to it, mate. Let's go. He's got a body cut. Look, he's got a trail from there, man. What do you mean? A trail from? Look on the tree. That's you're right. Oh, sorry, we just stumbled across you, mate. Hi, man. No, it's alright, no worries. You're doing okay though. Tell you what, you go down that way, it's like a bit of a ditch. Is that? Yeah, like a bit of a... Just keep going, just like a building. Oh, thank you so much. Circular brick. So I've just been woken up by some lads. walking through the woods with a torch. They shined it on my tent. They've gone over down to where the circular brick thing was. The young lads anyway, probably in the 20s. Should be fine. Startled me a bit. I was like, whoa, who are you? You know, sort of thing. They didn't come up to the tent. They were about 20 feet away, but still. And it's dark like this and there's no one about. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But yeah, they're just over there now. They've got the torches going, so yeah, a bit weird, but in a strange sense, it's kind of nice that people are here. Even though I don't want people here, it's they seem friendly enough. They seemed they were quite apologetic. They were like, really sorry for waking you up. You know, I was like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, see you later. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna try and well, I don't know, it might take me a while to nod off now that people are around, even though they're alright, they seem alright. And it's freezing tonight, really cold. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night.
Once Venture had picked his spot out, he settled down for the evening and decided to make himself some food and listen to the sounds of the owls in the night. It was as Venture was in deep sleep during the middle of the night that a group of young 20-year-old boys approached the area near the tent. They didn't mean any harm and decided to leave Venture to it. They did, however, accidentally wake Venture up by shining a torch in his face, but Venture didn't seem to mind. In the morning, he woke up after a poor night's sleep due to his sleeping bad. The strangers weren't too much of an issue for him as they posed no threat. In this clip from Bad Pioneer, a channel based around Russia, Bad Pioneer was out in a forest exploring the beautiful surroundings of the forest, all until something out of the ordinary happened.
О, блядь. Тихо, 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 братан. Запыхался нахуй. Тихо. Вот там где-то, блядь. А ну-ка, пошли. Пошли, блядь. Прилазь аккуратно. Опа. Опять нахуй. О-о-о-о. Ты чё, блядь? Давай, блядь. Быстрее, нахуй. Туда давай, блядь. На дерево, нахуй. Не боись, не боись, не боись. Тихо, осторожно. Блядь, не вниз не улети. Тихо.
Bad Pioneer tried staying composed, but as the night fell, he knew something was after him. Out of the shadows came a parade of gunshots aimed at Pioneer, but luckily he managed to flee, not quite out of the forest, but to safety and away from any danger. Brothers Wild are an English duo that go camping together. However, this camp is one they wouldn't want to remember. After a pleasant swim in a lake and a meal in a wash by the river, the brothers noticed a man and his dog whilst they were setting up their tent. All seemed fine until later in the evening.
So we're sitting here now and we're debating whether we should pack up or carry on, because that guy was a bit weird, wasn't he?
Well, he basically said, I come down, he came down, he was talking about all this random mad stuff, apocalypse and all this stuff, and then he started looking for diamonds in the water and said it was dinosaurs, and
And the fact that he comes back here every night at 4 a.m.
And he said he comes here at 4, he stays here till like 4 a.m.
Now, he was asking questions like, are we staying here all night?
And
so it's a bit iffy, you know, if he pisses off now and comes back with a load of lads. And
the last thing we want to do is be drinking whiskey, fall asleep, and then have 3 men just turn up randomly, and you know, we don't know what their intentions are, do we?
But at the moment everything seems okay, so we're just going to chill here for a bit longer, and no one comes in the next hour, and crack on, innit?
Yeah, we've had some foxes screaming at us again.
Yeah, more foxes are there, but we're not scared of the foxes. We're more scared of people than anything else in the wildlife. So we'll see how it goes. We're having a whiskey now and having some honey roasted peanuts next to the fire. So that's it's going out like, but
well, yeah, we let it go.
Yeah, so we'll keep you updated. See you in a bit.
Nice fire there, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Look there, bro. What's over there? What? What's up there?
Oh shit! Ah, shit! Ah!
Right, guys. Unfortunately, we've had to get out of there.
It's,
the guy that
it's about 11 p.m. It's pretty late, but we stayed there.
The guy, basically the guy who came by us with the dog. He was talking a bit weird. I don't know. He was talking about diamonds,
about dinosaurs. He was talking about like all these weird conspiracies.
And he said there was people in the woods.
People in the woods, static energy, all this stuff, and just typical stuff that you'd think someone mad. But some of the stuff he said sounded, I kind of understood it.
Yeah,
so we didn't really know what to make of him. He was half there, half not. It was weird.
We were really unnerved for a bit. We thought, oh, f it, we'll carry on. But then, lo and behold, we're sitting there now, no phones, right? We turn our phones off, fire's on, we're drinking whiskey, chilling out. We're thinking, oh, in an hour's time we'll get some sleep, get our heads down. But then
I started filming a video.
He was filming a video, and there was a shadow, right? And we thought, no way, right? And there was somebody there, standing there, or sitting there. What was
crouched, I don't know, like crouched
by
down.
the trees anyway, crouched down, watching us. And
I don't know how long he was there.
It had to be that guy. It couldn't be nothing else. It had to be that guy, because we're not scared of anything like.
I was looking at this now, but it was probably him. He was just literally crouched down about 20 metres away, probably a little bit less, and he was just
staring at us.
Not
a fox, not a fucking sheep, nothing like that. It was an actual person.
We were joking about stuff as well.
We were joking about it all night, but then
he's going to come back, and that was a bit. Do we stay? We don't know his intentions out. He seemed harmless enough.
It had to be that guy.
Literally, as we're talking about it, there's a guy staring at us.
So yeah, so it's freaked us out.
Definitely not an animal. 100%
we ran off.
Person
This person's ran off into the woodland. We packed up and
he's down in the woods, pitch black, on his own, in the trees, watching 2 cameras. Yeah. I had no idea.
That was weird.
That was scary.
It was weird in the beginning, right? Because he wouldn't leave us alone. He was talking about all this crap. He just wouldn't leave us alone. It unnerved us. But
looking for diamonds. He showed me his bag of these apparently uncut diamonds. I don't know what they were, but yeah, it was such a weird character.
It really scared us, like.
Yeah, so we quickly packed up. We don't know if we've left anything.
Yeah, we packed up in a hurry. We sort of ran off. It scared that person. They ran off. We could hear them running. We could hear them running off.
That was scarier though, because I could just hear someone.
We could hear them, but we couldn't actually see where they were going. Nothing. So we just packed up really quick, chucked it in our bags, and we got out of there. And it took us half an hour just to get out of there.
As they were preparing for bed, the brothers noticed someone in the shadows and fled instantly. On reflection, they were pretty sure that it was the man that had been down there with his dog trying to attack them or steal from them. But regardless, they weren't taking any chances and decided just to leave and go home. In this video uploaded 12 years ago, a group of neighbors heard some strange noises coming from behind their house, and so one evening decided to investigate it.
It's pretty cool here.
Yeah. Oh,
okay. Well, we're not the only ones that have been in here. Whoa. There's a lot of different ways to go.
I'd say let's
straight ahead.
What is that?
What the fuck is that? Is that water?
It might be, I don't know.
grass. It's like something pissing or... Oh shit. Whoa. Freaky. It's kind of eerie. Yeah. Quiet. It's great they can hear every little noise. There's like a room sticking out. Yeah, I'm a little on edge. Not gonna lie.
Me too. Something just creepy about wandering through a really dark forest in the middle of the night.
You know, I've been in these woods a lot, but I
don't know where the fuck we are.
Not at all.
Oh.
Oh, fucking old bird or something. Like, look, you can't even see into the... Maybe a foot. It is dark.
There's fucking spider webs too, blocking the path.
Look at that.
The path gets narrow.
Look at how fucking dark that is in there.
It's
like
just...
we're gonna... Wow, I do not like this. We're gonna be...
Oh, do you hear that? We're near water again? It just stopped.
They are crunchy leaves.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay, we're just freaking ourselves out now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just it. A lot of creatures, a lot of animals.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Dad.
I'm about to run.
Oh, God, okay. Like you just said, there's fucking squirrels and shit in this place. Oh, fuck. Oh, another crossroads. This way. Oh, man. I don't think I like being in front.
You're the spiderweb catcher now. We are...
I'm also the axe murderer catcher.
Where you going? What the fuck, man?
Do you see this?
No, what are you talking about?
Look at this.
Oh, what the fuck?
It looks like a fucking doll.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just leave that alone. It's probably some homeless dude's shit. Weird ass people.
At first, the neighbors didn't really find anything strange apart from a couple of packets of something that indicated that people had been in there. The forest was quiet and tranquil, and the sounds of the river could be heard flowing. Until eventually, the neighbors found a doll hanging from a tree. It was from this point that they became scared, and it only got weirder from there.
Shut up, you're gonna piss them off.
Yeah.
Homeless dudes are really possessive over their dolls. Whoa.
What the fuck? There's something back here.
Hey! What the fuck? Whoa, fuck! Oh shit, what was that? Oh, holy shit! Oh, fuck. Was that anything? You guys see something back there? Oh my god, what was that?
I don't know.
Oh. Do we just keep walking? Oh my god, that's scary.
No, I say... Part of me wants to go back.
Part of me just wants to get the here.
Let's just get out of here.
Fuck.
Yo,
I don't think there's anything there. That was f***ed. Oh, fuck.
Shh, shh, shh. So it's following us.
Really?
Listen.
Whoa. Dude, that scared me. Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. Holy fuck. Oh god, it's behind me. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh, did we lose it? Oh god. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Oh. Fuck. Oh. Oh god. Was that those red eyes? Oh my god. What? That was...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Shh. Shut up, bring the camera.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh wait, what is
Hello?
that? The fuck is that somebody? Oh my god, is that a person? No. Oh my god, go, just run. Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh my god, just go. Holy shit, holy fuck. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Someone's with us.
Is somebody else here? Oh god. Man.
What the fuck's that smell?
This is about... I don't know. Oh god.
Don't.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
The neighbors heard a crunching sound from somewhere in the vicinity and froze up in fear. They decided to take a step back only for another crunch to be heard. It was then that they saw a pair of red eyes off in the distance. They decided to retreat away, but when they got home, they took a review of the footage.
It's true. I'm gonna turn on the light now, okay? Oh fuck. Can't we just go in the dark? No, no, no. I don't wanna trip. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. The count of 3, let's just get out of here. Dude, go. Just go, just go, just go. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's the edge right here.
In this TikTok, we see 2 men exploring a forest, though on arrival it's clear that everything is not what it seems.
Oh shit. There's no blood on it. But it's definitely been ditched, hasn't it? Rain's washed the blood off it. Maybe where the stains are. What the f*** is going on here? Has someone been digging? What the f***? What the f*** is that? That's someone digging, isn't it? To be honest, Ryan, I don't really think we should be here anymore. It looks like another setup. Is there someone there? Should we get out of here? I feel like we've stumbled on something we weren't supposed to be honest. Someone there, someone in here, just...
At first, the men found a knife. Then they found signs of what looked to be human life before slowly they started to realize that someone was surrounding them, and in fact the area was not safe to be in. Cursed Urban is a channel that explores and camps in haunted forests, and this camp and the Forest of Sorrow turned out to be one of his worst. After setting up his tent and exploring the area, Urban pulled out his spirit talker to communicate with the spirits around the forest.
Has a name, Isabella. I've been here 50 years. What I like to do, as you guys know, I like to just like let Spirit Talker go, see if it gives me anything before I start asking questions. That's been like my preferred method for quite a while. It seems to work pretty good for me, so it's kind of what I do.
Keep the camera on.
Keep the camera on. All right, I like that response. Can tell if there's somebody coming or just animal. Keep the camera on. Well, I'm not getting a lot of good responses, but it's promising that I'm at least getting responses.
Will you stay a while?
Will you stay a while? Sounds like a question directly to me. Yes, I will. I will be staying the night here, and I will have the camera on. So if you'd like to show me something, I definitely invite you to. The only time I will be straight up with you guys, I am leaving at some point tonight to go get dinner. I did not bring stuff to cook over the fire, just because I straight up did not feel...
I love to sing.
I love to sing. Okay. It's because I straight up did not feel like cooking over the campfire tonight. Being completely honest, I did not feel like cooking over the campfire tonight, so I was like... There's like a bunch of, not a bunch, but a few fast food places like 15 minutes from here. So I will be leaving probably right before it gets dark to go and have dinner and then come back. See, like, cooking over the campfire, like, it's fun and stuff. Like, it is. I do enjoy, like, campfire.
May I touch you?
Yes, you may touch me. Feel free. I do enjoy campfire food, but it's just so much extra stuff to bring with. I was like, I'm not about it tonight. Probably gonna have enough fun trying to light the campfire with wet wood.
Around.
Ooh, what the? That was weird. So it felt like somebody took their finger extremely gently and like ran it like from my neck to like right here on my back, like very gently, like just like super soft, like almost like if you just touch your hair, like just touch the hair on your arm without touching your skin, just like that. That's how it felt. It felt like somebody started my neck right here and went down to my back, just like that.
I move things.
And that was right after we got May I Touch You. Well, not right after, but it's like around the same time, within, a minute or two of May I Touch You. Could it have been goosebumps? Like, because I can definitely feel the temperature cooling down, like, gradually. Maybe. It might have been me getting the chills or something. But usually the chills, like, you feel it in your body. This was like I felt it, like, within, like, like the size of a finger, like a small finger. Like, it didn't go, like, throughout my whole body. It just, like...
There's more of us.
That's weird. That's really weird. But it's a good start. There's more of us. I move things. Yo! Check that out! Ah! I scared it. Oh, dude. They're a beaver. Oh, see, here comes a dude on a bike right now.
Urban communicated with the spirits, who gave him some very strange responses, but after a few exchanges, Urban allowed the spirits to touch him. It was then that the spirit slowly dragged itself across Urban's back. It was then he knew he had company. Urban returned back to his campsite and set up a fire where he could settle down for the evening.
All right, we're on and running. You gotta be kidding me. Dude, I just heard a scream across the lake. For sure, I just heard a scream across the lake.
I died in a sword fight.
I died in a sword fight. Okay, that's interesting. But no, that was definitely a scream. Like, without a question. Was that you? Whoever I was speaking to earlier, whoever touched me.
Skeleton.
Skeleton. think pine needles are the secret ingredient to the fire after all. So now it's doing pretty good. Hopefully it continues doing pretty good. Presents. Like, not here's Santa brought you a present, like presents, like there's a presence here. Concentrate. What do you think I've been doing? Not concentrating? Are you here for me? I am here for someone. It could be you. I'd like to learn something. I'd like to learn something about this forest. Is there anything you can tell me about it? Is there a cult? Her voice. Is there a cult here? Is there something here that shouldn't be?
Find my ashes.
Find my ashes. We've gotten that one a lot lately, I feel like. That's not the first time we've heard it. It really feels like we've gotten that one a lot lately. Like a lot.
We're apprehensive.
What was that? Dude, that's not a camper. The other campers are like all the way on the other side of this campground. What was that?
My name is James.
My name is James. That sounded like some really like loud metallic clang. That was really weird. Really, really weird. I'm going to adjust the fire real quick. Here's my handy dandy hot pad for the fire. Huh. Oh, guys, another weird thing that I noticed here. In the fire pit, there was like There it is, yeah. Dude, look at this. Oh, yeah, actually, I don't think I can grab it. But there was like a pair of like gloves that had been burnt. Hello and welcome. So that's very odd to me, considering in the same area is where we found those boots. And you know, with find boots, we find gloves. Like, it's a little bit concerning, especially ones that looks like they tried to get rid of them, like they tried to burn them. It's really weird. Jeff.
As Urban was booting the spirit talker back up, he heard a shouting coming from behind him. Urban became alert very quickly, although soon calmed down. That didn't last for long, however, as Urban began to get the feeling that he was being stalked and that someone was watching him. It was then Urban became fully alert again, and this time it didn't go away. Strange sounds and the breaking of branches slowly started to occur around the area. As the night went on, Urban decided to hit the trail to see if he could find anything.
Yo! What was that? What the... Dude, that sounded powerful. That sounded like something big is right up ahead. Dude, what was that? That was no little like squirrel or raccoon. That was something that had some strength to it. What could that have been? Yeah, it was right up here. Hello? Something does not feel right now. Like something feels off. Like it's one of those things, like when you get the knot in the pit of your stomach, like something just doesn't feel like it should. Like my alarm bells in my head are going off that something is very, very wrong. If that makes sense. It just... oh man, dude, I don't know what it is, because this whole night, it hasn't been, like, super crazy. Like, that last path that I went on, like, where I saw a mimic, that was crazy. Like, that had me freaking out. Like, nothing like that, like, crazy has gone on tonight, but right now, it feels like I'm wearing lead boots. It feels like like I should not be, like I should not be here. Like something's wrong. Like something is out here. I don't know, dude. Like, hello? I don't know. It's just, oh man, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's just like a heavy presence that's hanging in the air, and the only thing I can describe it as is evil. Like an evil presence is here. I don't know if it has to do with that cult, if it's got to do with something that lives here, like, I don't know, but something just seems off tonight, or right now.
Urban heard a big crunch up ahead, but as he went forward, there was nothing there. It had been a strange evening for Urban. When he returned to his tent to sleep, it got even worse.
Somebody outside. There's somebody outside. There's somebody outside. Hello? Who's out here? Who's out here?
Urban knew there was someone surrounding his tent, but as soon as he got out to explore the area, there was no one.
Oh! What the f***? Oh my god! No! Come on! I'm coming! I can see!
Luke Brundle is a cyclist who tends to upload videos from his rides, so this clip where he found a satanic ritual site is something far from his typical content.
I think around here is a good place to actually set up camp.
Here?
Yeah, because it's flat and it's pretty good because actually right now, oh man, we're at the top of a hill, but we're, hold on a sec. It took us a hell of a long time to get to where we want to set up camp. As you can see, it's just after sunset, so we actually planned on getting here earlier, but anyways, swimming and some really nice roads and whatnot kind of got in the way of that. So, but yeah, we are definitely tired and we're going to set up camp. This is an ideal space because you can't really see it, but we are on the top of a hill and we're guarded by another hill that's even higher, and so this is a really great space. So anyway, I'm really glad we made it. So we're going to set up camp now.
Dude, I'm tired as dude.
Dude, the snow is a challenge right now.
What?
The snow is a challenge. My legs are working. Oh.
This is a workout for you? Okay.
Right now, with the miles we did, yeah. But it's not the miles, it's the intensity.
Mm-hmm. Oh, motherfucker.
Got that? Yeah.
I have no clue how you didn't get hypothermia today.
Well, you know, I did ride afterwards. So I have to say.
Shit, wait, hold on. Alright, let's go.
How'd you find another stick?
Nah, I don't know. Fucking pinchy, or whatever you call it. The little spikes. Dude, I just want to shower and lay down. Shit you get me into.
Yeah, but we have s'mores with us. We have graham cracker and we have chocolate.
Yeah.
Campfire. Yeah. That's after you let up your sardines, young man. Anyway, we could find some dry firewood. That would be kind of nice.
Yeah. Wonder what your parents must think of you doing all this crazy shit. Dude, you're camping. Alright. Alright. I am not camping anymore. Dude, alright, dude. I know I said with the satanic shit, but it's a joke. I'm not serious, man. Dude, I don't want to camp. I don't want to camp anymore.
Yeah, but there's nothing. We can.
Dude.
This doesn't have to, like. We can camp fine. There's nothing out here to get you.
Yeah, then what the was that noise, huh?
Just take a look.
Dude, you need to calm your tits. I know this is my last night.
How about take it down a notch?
Dude.
And we enjoy the night, you know?
Yeah, enjoy the night with.
Hey.
Dude, Lucas. All right, yo, chill. You're joking, right? You're joking.
No, just chill. Just take it down a notch. There's nothing out here, like, to get you.
You're a bitch, man. You're a asshole. You're a asshole. Luke and his friend had just spent the day cycling and swimming in the sea and decided to finish the day by camping in a local forest. Once they had found the perfect spot to camp, Luke and his friend decided to explore the area when they stumbled on a strange, satanic square in the middle of the forest. Luke's friend was terrified and didn't want to camp there any longer. Luke tried to assure him that everything was going to be okay, but a stick cracking off in the distance made him even more terrified. Luke once again tried to reassure him, but once there was another cracking sound, that was enough to make both of them scatter.